Edenzu Zero, episode 10. I'll be starting my reaction from the 2 minutes and 15-second mark in 1, 0, and go. Oh man, I'm pumped up for this. Quite the title though, The Great Naked Escape. I'm assuming this is going to be a fan service filled episode going by the implications. Hopefully Pino and our boy can talk themselves out of this scenario, but who knows though? I mean, the thing is, multiple years have passed. Maybe since the sister's been separated from the other sisters for so long, maybe she switched her appearance to represent her individuality. That's my guess. There is. Quite the perspective, but there is, though. Hmm. Whoa! Because though our Shiki that amount of dollar with him. Hmm. Have ether gear. The most stiff thing. Yeah. Okay, her face looked a little bit creepy there, I ain't gonna lie. Hmm. I gotta admit, the choreography here could be a bit better. Usually Edenzu Zero has some visuals, but he definitely had an instance where he had some soldiers standing there just watching their other companions try to shoot at Shiki. But there are some good animated cuts, like with Shiki dodging the missile actually looks pretty damn good. Oh! Oh! That was badass! And Chico and Pino's actual expressions definitely committed the scene there. Oh. Very nice to see that ether can also be not just implemented inside of a person's body, but also towards outer objects, too, at the very least. That's actually pretty damn cool, if you ask me. Oh, this girl just slung that missile like a butter. Oh. I thought the one are even lower. If she got 2 blades to work with. Yeah, now they're resorting to a lot of steals right now. My guess is, since this is based on manga, I'm assuming they took those bits from the manga, colored it, and just added some motion. Because that feels like something Quimby Studios would do when they sometimes do it with an H anime. Oh! Okay, now they've all got to survive to keep that promise. I mean, she may have monstrous strength, but at least she's got a heart. A well-caring human. Unlike those soldiers that are working with leaders that have innocent ladies in captivity, and they the soldiers are monsters, and the people soldiers also serve on me. Hmm. I mean, sometimes we'll get a little bit more greedy. What the? Just because of one? Okay, yeah, that is her fault then. Yeah, I mean, that's on her. I mean, she really should have accounted for that at the very least. I like how she tries to have a good relationship, yet it looks like she's gonna corrose the person they're negotiating with to get better terms and conditions. I do like that though. Honestly, Rebecca's a tough girl. As long as Rebecca doesn't do anything too extreme, they should be fine. At least that's what I'd like to assume. How bloodless? Jeez. I like how he got what he's thinking, either utilizing his brain or his dick. Whereas Brent's thinking she's a psycho, we all know what his dick's thinking about that nice ass. I'm like, oh. Honestly, I think the sister and her crew are more reasonable. I mean, they almost got the job done. If I'm being honest, Liga's being completely unreasonable if you ask me. Especially since, like, what, the job's almost done? Oh boy, the guy that Shiki fought not too long ago. I just talked on him saying that he actually has a glorious plan, though, for that. Yeah, but the question about that is... Yo, that thing always creeps me the fuck out. Especially since it has a don't push switch there. But like, okay, I don't want to step the fucker far away from that thing. If I was in their spot. Huh. That explains why that lady with the gray hair looks hardcore then. Aww. But hey, you know what? Whoa! I do kind of like this. It has a message towards some of the younger viewers that sometimes you shouldn't really believe what you see on the internet completely. Some of it can be real, but some of it isn't real either. I do like that. Oh. And I like how you see Rebecca's maturity in keeping not just her own composure, but also helping the others keep their composure too. That's actually pretty dang nice. Yeah, that's actually... I'd be kind of scared of eating that thing if I was in their spot. Doesn't matter if someone had prosthetic teeth, they'd be absolutely screwed over. And that's tomorrow, but why in the world would the people who makes this contraption use a glass that can be melted by foam? That is a complete and utter security oversight, if you ask me. I like how she's just whipping up her glasses even though she ain't wearing them. That's fucking adorable. Hey, you know, that's actually pretty damn genius. Yeah, but their video would probably be removed by community guidelines and all that. If that type of video would be on the internet. Yeah, it would definitely get a fuckload of views, though. There ain't no doubt about that. I mean, unless it's like some kind of like RedTube or Pornhub equivalent in the Eden's Zero universe, then yeah, they'd probably get a fuck ton of views, yeah, for sure. That'd be the only way I could venture to guess that they can get away with that. Now, don't get me wrong, this scene is cool. It actually shows you the intelligence of VTubers, some of them. But it does have to make me question the script writing, though. Why in the world, if you're making a or who knows, if the glass doesn't break with the foam, then at the very least I'll have some faith in the script. Oh. Okay, I ain't gonna lie with y'all. Don't get me wrong. This does show Rebecca's smarts, but there's a downside to this. If you're making a container to trap multiple people, you don't use a material substance in a cell and then have that material substance that can also melt away parts of the area that people are trapped in. That just makes no sense. That'd be like leaving the key to a prison cell near the outer portion of a door. It just wouldn't make sense. So I gotta call it is. At least that bit is kind of a plot hole. Even if that was in the Edenzu Zero manga, I think the writing staff should have found a way of rewriting this bit a bit, even if it was part of the manga. And I stopped following mangas to a T, but there are certain things in manga that shouldn't be followed if there's like a plot hole, if it's possible to patch it up. I gotta admit though, this shit is pretty fucking tense though. Thankfully, it ain't that type of H anime. So I'm assuming either our boy Sheikah gonna show up soon to save her, or someone else. It's a shame this bastard doesn't use the money to get himself a much more nicer and better personality, though. Whoa! Okay, I think this fucker's going way too far and saying things like, oh. I hope some person cuts this bastard's tongue off because this guy, utterly deserves that. Yes! I mean, it was predictable though. I mean, but it's a good type of predictable since they were building up the fact that Shiggy's been towards Rebecca's rescue for quite a bit of last week's episode and this week's episode. This is the type of predictability that is good. Although for some reason the animation quality has been pretty bad this week. A lot of stills this week in comparison to the previous episodes, which had a lot more fluid animation. I like how Pino is quickly recapping Rebecca on the whole. Nah, let him keep on going. What that? Yo, you know shit's extreme when Rebecca contemplates wanting to stop Shiki from doing that beatdown. And you know, I love that scene there. Seeing Shiki was and I absolutely adore that scene there where you see when it comes to Shiki, he was willing to let go of his self-control. Wait, how did that girl get glasses that actually perfectly fit in with her prescription? Feels a little bit of plot. Plot relevant there. I mean, too much, should I say, plot convenience. That's what I meant to say. Because, you know, if they're going to have outfits, at least let them have rags or some kind of random outfit instead of, like, outfits that perfectly fit their bonds, you know? It just feels like it's... Oh. Yeah, now this is what I've been waiting for. Round 2. Difference is they actually have someone capable of taking down the guy that kidnapped them. Pino's just fucking adorable, and I love Pino's composure in the extreme of situations. It shows you it ain't just Shiki that's grown, it's Pino too. And being able to keep her cool in these type of life and death scenarios. Yeah, Shiki is already successful interfering with these guys, so it's kind of already too late for that. Yo, this dude believes he can take the smoke from Shiki. Yo, he looks utterly bloodlusted. Yeah! No. I have a feeling even if Weiss didn't do that, I think Homer would have probably... But technicalities, he did help Homer out, though, from being shot. I'd say he did. He did his part this week, if you ask me. Probably that's where the others are at. Can Weiss really get in there, though? She's probably capable of instantly blocking any attack that he throws at her. He never really calls her an ally in any bit in the previous or this episode, so Weiss ain't lying either. Oh! I gotta admit, now that is a cool technique. Oh! Damn! So he wasn't just screwing around then. I think there she might actually be inclined to talking, considering that Weiss has proven that he's got not just the knowledge advantage, but he's got the he's got the terrain advantage too. Aww. But damn, I was hoping it'd be a streak of positive news for Shiki and Company, not negative news. What the fuck? I mean, hope the ship has at least a warp speed function to dodge whatever the hell's trying to consume multiple planets. Oh yeah, kind of looks like that big, thick mass that's at the very least shown off in small bits in the opening of the series. Oh, now this actually has me hyped up a motherfucking significant degree. I ain't gonna lie. And I guess this is what they save their budget for because of the way this movie, of the chronology, it looked beautiful. Gotta give credit to the craftsmanship behind the episode because Even though, yes, most of the episode did have a lot of stiff looking action, I ain't gonna lie, at least if you compare it to the previous Edenzu Zero episodes. Last few of the bits of the episode looked good. Like, for example, that scene where Shiki looks like he's powering up looked really dang good. And the chrono page looked really dang good. Well, yeah, it still doesn't suit the episode visually because most of the episode, when there was action sequences, it was with a lot of still shot. Which it isn't, definitely isn't up to stuff in the usual Eden Zero episode. At the final bits carry the animation from, say, a tier episode to at least C grade for average. So I gotta give credit there. Now, from a story standpoint, yeah, there were flaws. I ain't gonna deny that, but I still had fun. It was still enjoyable. Yeah, I'm not gonna deny the fact that maybe the people who captured the feet should have probably put in glass material that's resistant against that type of foam. You would think they'd have the foresight, right? Because you would think we were built up. This room can be filled with foam. Why don't we get something that doesn't get melted by the foam? You know? Because for practical purposes, even if it's one person in prison, considering the fact that the series has established that there's multiple ether gear users in the series, it shouldn't skip the possibility in their heads that maybe there could have been a person that they got, the VTuber that has ether gear that can fly, float, do high jumps, and utilize the foam. Or maybe even one of the VTubers themselves. You would think that the opposition would have thought of that. So that's really aside from the animation quality being a bit wonkier, that's the only narrative flaw I found in this episode. Other than that, it was fun though. I liked how you do see traits from Pino when she wanted to lead other VTubers to safety. That was nice. You get character development from Pino because the Pino that was first introduced didn't have those type of leadership traits, and Pino was mostly a follower when she was introduced. So I do dig that. You also get character development from Shiki because he looked like he was ready to murder the dude that was tormenting Rebecca, and he had to be. He went so far as to have even Rebecca want Shiki stop. I'm like, yo, this is cool. I like it when ever main protagonists lose control temporarily because it's realistic, because someone is not going to be just super icy cool in every scenario. Sometimes they're going to have emotional fits, and this time it was Shiki's time to have an emotional fit, and it was really darn rewarding to see. That's why I really enjoyed even the character bits in the episode. They were well done. Wise too. I love how it shows you his smarts, how he got the upper hand against Homura. That was pretty damn slick, intelligent, and ingenious. And that's why I loved the tension built up in the episode. And in addition to that, gotta say, the voice performances were great. And I did like the music in this episode. So that's why if I had this episode on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, and 10 being exceptional, despite the flaws, I still think the episode's strong enough to get a 6 out of 10 for me. For it's still above average. I still liked it. I just gotta acknowledge its flaws. But hell, as long as the series is entertaining, then the flaws aren't gonna matter too much in the grand scheme of things. What will happen though is that the flaws will make me go, yeah, this won't be like in my top 5 anime of the season. It'll be at maybe top 10 or top 20 of the season. But regardless, it's still a good spot to be in because this is still a really entertaining series. Just gotta acknowledge that because I have seen a lot of battles shown in animes that have much more diesel writing than this. But overall, I still am entertained. Hell, I don't even mind the fan service one bit. Oh, I mentioned that it was a bit convenient that all the girls happened to found outfits that fit their specific body proportions. I felt that was a little bit too convenient there. I felt like maybe they would have found rags, towels, cloths, much more makeshift material that probably would have made the a bit of the events in the episodes feel a little bit more feasible from an aesthetic standpoint. So that was probably the only other flaw I found. But nonetheless, I still enjoyed it. But anyways, though, these are my thoughts on Edenzu Zero episode 10. I would love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe if you do not want to miss my Edenzu Zero episode 11 reaction. And I will see y'all later if you come back for more. Anyways, y'all, thank y'all very much for watching my video, and I hope y'all have a fun, great, safe, and fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.